Hello, amazing designers. Welcome to lecture 6. Today, we are moving deeper into practical design. We are going to learn 4 powerful ways to remove background in Adobe Photoshop. Then, the difference between erasing and masking, very important. And how to blend two images professionally into one background. Now, today's class is going to be very classy, so please open your Photoshop and follow me step by step. Now, so the design tip of the day, always we have design tips that I give. Now, so the design tip of the day, before we start, uh, we've already compared computer graphics versus graphic design. We also compared raster graphics versus vector graphics. Now, today, what we are going to do is what destructive editing versus non-destructive editing. All right, someone might say, hey, what's this we're talking about now? This is what separates beginners from professionals. All right, now let me explain it very clearly to you. Now, before that, let's say erasing versus masking, very important. So let me import our designs, then we start. All right, so uh, I'm very certain there's it. After the images we are to use for this, okay, I don't know which one will be okay, so let's use all these and this and this and this. I'm dragging all to Adobe Photoshop. All right, and I'm very sure by now you have your, yeah, I'm very certain by now you all did your installation. You've opened your PC. You've got images that you want to remove their background and a whole lot. All right, so let me do this. Let's wait. All right, so you see this image, look at this one. Should I use this? So actually we are going to blend images. All right, so yeah, so this is what we're actually going to do. The picture here, the airplane here, is from a different picture. This road, this building, are also from all a different picture. So we've merged them. When you see it first, you think it's real, but it's not real. All these images were downloaded separately. Let me prove that to you. You can see here, it's only just the road. Here I've even merged the building and the road already, so we don't need to worry with that. So we just learn on how to merge the plane. Now this aeroplane from a different picture, so I merged the plane and that on a different to become one image, so which it's over here and you think like it's actually real, but they're all from different pictures. So that's the secret. That's what we are going to learn on how to do that actually. All right, so before we go on, I was saying something about uh erasing and what masking. Now erasing is a destructive editing. Why? Now erasing, you use the eraser tool, which is this. These are the eraser tools: eraser tool, background eraser tool, the magic eraser tool. Now, so when you use the erase tool, or you use the magic eraser tool, or you press delete, you permanently delete the pixels. So let's click on magic eraser tool. I permanently delete this. You see what I've deleted? I permanently what delete that. Just like cutting a paper with scissors. So when you cut the paper with scissors, you permanently, right, you've actually just cut it off. Once it's cut, it's gone. You cannot bring it back after saving. Do you understand what I'm saying? So with this picture, when I've removed the background, and even right now, because I am the one that I did it, I removed the background and I've shared and I've saved it, and later I want it, I can't get the background back. Never, you can't get it back. You understand? That's a destructive editing. But for masking, look this. For masking, I'll just create a layer mask over this, it over here, so that this previous image is still here, and I'll create a layer mask here, which I'll use. I'll click here, then I will remove its background. So when I remove its background, the image here still stays. So anytime I want it, I'll just delete this layer mask, then the image will still be around. That's masking. So for masking, it does not delete, it hides. So when you add a layer mask, black hides, white reveals, and the image is still there. You can see the image is still there. You're just covering it. Yeah, so I got this example, like, when you cover your face with your hand. You understand what I'm saying? You cover your face with your hand, then your face is still there, but it's just that it's hidden. So anytime you take your hand off, your face is still there. But when erasing it, imagine erasing your face and you place it to your hand. It won't be easy for you to recover the face again. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. So as a professional designer, masking is very important because you can correct mistakes, you can refine your edges, you can adjust it later, and you can always recover it. So designers, actually, one powerful line that I've gotten for this scenario is that designers hide. So designers hide the editing, they don't destroy it. Okay. Alright, now let's go to practicals. We are going to remove background, and then we move to the blending image part. Now this image, you are going to learn how to remove background. Method 1, remove background button. That's the quickest way. Now you select the image, now, as I was saying, we are going to learn 4 ways in which we are to remove background of an image. Alright, and you already saw that in our what's the name, our slides. So the first one is magic eraser tool. As I already did, you can see here, when you just you click on magic eraser tool, it automatically delete the image. It automatically remove the background, and you can see here it didn't do it well, even though because the background was white and here was white, so it removed the image here as well, which is not right. So let's try this image here like this. Let's see. Even here, when we do like this, when you click on remove background, it remove only some part because the color is not uniform. So we are going to learn on how to use that. So first, when you are using the magic eraser tool, you just select the magic eraser tool, then you click on the background to adjust the tolerance. But you can see here, the image here, the background is not uniform, so it didn't do it nice. So you need to come and do it yourself. So note, it only works well if the background is one color and it's clear to separate. But remember, it delays the pixel, so it is what? Destructive. So let us use it carefully. Method 3, quick selection tool. So we can do here as well. Sorry, Control Z. We can do the quick selection tool. So lasso to or we can do this quick selection. Select the quick selection to, then you we what's the name, so I'm going to do this, then click on mask, then do like this. You understand? Control J. I do this. I go to select. Select subject. Alright, so what I first let me go back. First, the what we learned was actually uh what would I say? First, sorry, the video is getting distracted, but no worry. Alright, so first we learn on how to use the magic eraser tool to remove the background. Now second is using the select tool. So I can use the select tool to select all these edges. You can see here the AI did it for me. I can use that selection tool to select all these edges. When I select all those edges, then I delete the background. I can do that as well. You understand? Now for you can also, that's by using the lasso tool. Okay, that's second. Now third, I can just click on the image, then go to where you can see where I went to. I went to select, then I went to subject. So the image will automatically select the subject from the image, and now here is only one subject, so it selects it very nicely. Then when you select it, you press Control J. Sorry, you press what? Control J. So when you press Control J, then you off. You make the first this one invisible. Then you can see here it took all the background away. This method is very simple and very good when you have the what's in the background and everything is very complex. You understand? Now if the image tool, when you are using the select tool and it's become very complex, maybe you have 3 or 4 images, you then definitely need to use this select tool. How do you use this select tool? So we learned that's 4 already. This is the last one. How do you use this select tool? So you come to, you zoom the image, then you can see it very well. Then you do like this. You bring your mouse pointer to every edge of it, and you know this image was downloaded, so it's not that sharp. Then you'll be drawing your line across where you want it to select. You understand? You do that for all and around all the whole image. You select all the edges and those things. You need to do that. Then it will select it for you. Because sometimes when it will not get the selection or the part that you want it to select for you. So that was all just by the way. So we've learned, I'm sure we've learned all the 4 major ways on how to remove background. So I'm repeating. First, we've used the what? The lasso tool. You can also use the pen tool to remove the same way that I'm selecting. You can also use the quick selection to which you go at the top there. You go to select subject, then to automatically select the image. Then you press Ctrl J. When you press Ctrl J, the image, the select parts get to another layer. When it becomes another layer, then you off the old. You make the old layer invisible. When you make that old layer invisible, then your image you have will be what? It will be nice with that background, and that's the one of the perfect and easiest one for if you're having only one subject and the subject in the image is very clear for the Adobe Photoshop to do its job. And we also learn if the background is very plain and empty, and you can separate the background from the picture or the image or the subject in it, you can automatically just use the magic eraser tool. Alright, so we are going to our next part, which is actually But before that, I want to give you a short comparison. Remove background is very fast. The magic eraser is quick but destructive. The quick selection tool is what? Balanced and flexible. The pen tool is the most accurate and professional way. You see how I'm selecting it? That's the accurate and most professional way. And so part 3, image blending, sky, airplane example. So you can see the sky and the airplane. This is what we are going to use for an example. Alright, I will then do this and this. Alright, so as I was saying, this is the part 2 of the same lecture, but all recorded in the same session. So here we actually were on this part, right? Yeah. So when you select and you want to deselect, it's Control plus D. You deselect. So I don't even need this image. So you do Control plus D, then you deselect. I don't need this, so I'm just deleting it. And alright, so this plane tool, I'll not be needing it. I rather need this. This. So you want to do something to look like this. Alright, so never mind. Alright, so what we will do is we need this image. Alright, we need this image in here. I can drag and drop the image here, but I want to show you the professional way on how to place image. So here I want to place that image, and I have this image in my download file. So I want to place it here. No, sorry, the airplane distance. I want to place it in that image. So that it will look like that one. You know something, I went on checking for this image. It was not easy before getting to download this image. So I go to file, where you want to import image. So you place an embedded layer. Alright. So press an embedded layer. Then I have that image in my downloads folder. So this is it. So I click on it and it shows. So I can resize it and how I want it. You understand? So I'm going to remove this. Alright, so the same image is the one here. So let's talk now blended image. So the you see here, the images are actually there. This is it. This thing. So I want to blend this one. So when I on this, it covers that one. You understand? So the images are not blending. The street and the building, they are not actually showing. You can see that. So what we want to do is, you have so many ways of blending those images. One is by what? Removing the so listen. Yeah, so one, removing the background. So remove the airplane's background using any method that you've learned from this section. So you can use any of those 4 background removal steps to remove the background. And nextly, you can match perspectively by what? Using Control T, then you do your things. So I can do Control T here. Sorry, not here. Here rather. Here I can do Control T for this image. Control T. Then I try and be what? I can say I should do, then it match. You understand what I want to do? All. You get it? So you can use that one to then transform, then you crop it how you want it. Now other one, I can do this by matching color. Yeah, but the benefit part is you can match the colors, the brightness, the contrast, the temperature. You can all go here. Then what's the name? You can go to filter, you go to camera raw filter, select, then you go to you can see all those. Now, so you need also, you can go to the adjustment part and use the adjustment layer to reduce, but that's not what we are going to do here. You can even add shadow to make it look real. But this image, we cannot use all those options because this thing is very big and it covers all this part. You understand what I'm saying? So that we cannot use that method. So what we are actually going to do first is I'll off this. Then I'm going here. When I get here, I'm going to do what? I'm going to use one of the method of removing background. Okay, so I go to edit. I go to image, layer, then type. So it's actually select. So I need to select the subject. I click on subject select. I select the subject. You understand? You can see there. Then it's going to load a little. Then select the subject for me. So when it select the subject for me, let's wait for it to load. It select the subject for me. So I will do what? Control J to give me only that one. So I'm going to disable this layer. Then you see it take all those background out. So then I'm going to click on this moving to click on this, drag it to, I think it's this one, drag it here. You can see I'm already getting the exact thing as in this one. Maybe I just need to be very closer to the what, uh down here. You can see it's already like matching. That's what I actually did initially. You can see, very nice and very professional. So someone that will see this image will think it's real, but it's ain't real. Now the other method is, right, so I'll make this able, then I'll click on the first image, then I do this, and I uh convert. Okay, it's already there, so I just need to select the two images. All right, then I'll go to edit, sorry, come and go to edit. My auto blend, okay, I don't know why the auto blend here is not working. Hold on for me, I need to set that auto blend option. But initially what I did was removing the background here. When I remove the background there, then I brought it there and it looks exactly, you can see it looks real. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how the easiest way I did it. But okay, so I'm going back, I need to go here, click on this image, the blending part. I need to rasterize, sorry. I was actually using mine normal 2025, but I wanted to use this one, the 2023 model, to show you guys. But I think I need to click on rasterize layer. Yeah, but actually it's disabled. So okay, this method less than, maybe because of this situation. Normal blending option, you you first need to what, rasterize your first image. You see here, it's actually here, but it's actually disabled. So you say the rasterize layer. When you click on rasterize layer, then you click here control, then you go to the other one, then you click, so you to select all the two, then you go to your edit, then you will see here auto blend layers. When you click on auto blend layers, it automatically blend all the two layers, and it looks very simple and as well for you. But a professional way for this actual method was what, removing the background of this in this image, then you replace it in that image. All right guys, so one secret about designing, blending is not about just placing the images together. Blending is about making two images look like what, they were shot together. You can see it, making the two images looks like what, they were actually what, shot together. That's the professional compositing, you understand? So main practical challenge for you, remove the background of any image and place it in another new background. Think of the creativeness by yourself. Okay, get your images anywhere you get it, just try something by yourself. Okay, and match the, like, just match it and how you want to. This one I can actually match another shadows and things to make it much more real, but you can see like this is even okay. Yeah, you understand? So today we've learned 4 ways to remove a background: erasing versus masking, destructive versus non-destructive editing, how to blend two images professionally. That is what a real designer skill. So let us practice it. The more you practice, the sharper your eyes become. In our next lecture, we will go deeper into blending and realistic effects, and we will take the blending part and the rasterization that I was talking about. We'll take it again, and I will explain what a rasterization actually means in our next slide. So let us keep designing, keep improving, and let us all go together. Thank you. And if this video has been actually helpful, most of you forgotten to what, subscribe, and most of you used to actually forget to like the video and also really leave comments. Yeah, you forget to leave comments Yeah, if you have any question or you want to share your idea, you can just leave it in the comment section. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.